Hi everyone, so I'm going to make another quick short video for today and for this week. So this other video I'm going to make, this video here is going to be about suicide and what happens if someone commits suicide. So what suicide is it's essentially a broken contract with yourself and with the creator, source, God, the universe, whatever you want to call it. You've essentially made a contract to stay here and do certain things, learn certain things, and be a part of people's lives. Certain people that you've also made contracts with. So you've basically, if someone commits suicide, they've broken all of these contracts with other people, with themselves, with the creator, source, the universe, and they haven't fulfilled what they set out to do, therefore possibly throwing off other people's lives or their life paths in the process. They won't realize this, but just on like a soul level, this is what's happened. So the thing about suicide is I've actually lived a past life where I committed suicide, so I'm not here to judge anyone or shame anyone or tell anyone they're going to be punished. I'm just here to present the reality of what I understand is if you do commit suicide. And I remember being earthbound for a very long time because, you know, when you kill yourself, that's what happens, is that you become earthbound and you are stuck in this dimension, unable to cross over until you stay in this dimension, the third dimension on Earth, the amount of time you were supposed to stay, the amount of time you were supposed to stay. You just stay here for that amount of time, and then once that amount of time has passed, then you're able to cross over. So, for example, let's say someone committed suicide at 40, but in their life path, they're meant to live until 70. They now have 30 years as an earthbound soul to kind of just hang out and stay in this dimension before they're allowed to cross over. Another thing that could happen is that you could, what is that room called? You could also be in sort of like a purgatory-like state where you're not fully allowed to cross over, but you're not fully in this dimension. It's sort of like it's like in kind of like being in limbo, where the people who you broke the contract with, like the leaders of our souls, like our mentors and stuff on the other side, where our home is, they will choose a life for you to live, and then you kind of live that life. And, you know, there's never this feeling of like, I don't want to live that life, because you realize that like you are the one who chose your path and you didn't complete that mission. You didn't finish your path. You didn't finish that life. So now they're going to choose a life that'll help you because you're not like technically allowed to cross over because of the contract and agreement you made with yourself. So yeah, there's a few different things that happen when you commit suicide. You sort of get to choose which one you want to do. If you do stay here and you don't choose to stay in limbo, if you stay here and just complete the amount of time, you cross over and then you have to come back. If you choose to stay in limbo and then you'll have another life assigned somewhat quickly, and then you may just kind of be in limbo for a little bit until you're ready to incarnate again, and the process continues. So another side note is, you know, a suicide doesn't have to mean like you took a gun and shot it in your mouth or you hung yourself or whatever. It can also just mean like you overdosed on drugs because you didn't want to live anymore and you sort of like hoped you would overdose. That kind of counts as like a suicide. So just stick out your time here. It's better to be alive in the 3D in a body than to be earthbound without a body in the 4D and still having to live in this dimension where you don't belong once you've died because you no longer have a body. So I just wanted to send this out as a reminder to everyone that life is still worth it, and I hope that you will continue along on your journey. All right, thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye.